I'm always wondering how the future is going to look like 50 years from now or 100 years from now. You know, is there going to be flying cars? I know flying cars, I think they invented flying car already, like some time ago. I'm not sure if it's true, but I don't remember if I read it in a book or saw it somewhere. I don't remember, but well, even if they did invent a flying car, well, it's not, yet. I guess it's still a prototype or something, but you know, will there be flying cars? Will there be, will the future be as we see in the movies? The crazy stuff, futuristic. It's interesting. It's interesting. But, there's also a possibility that we are still far from, you know, from getting to the future that we see in the movies. You know, like the flying cars, everything, the train. I don't know, man. You know, there's still that possibility. We're so far from it. Like I'm talking, like 300 years. 300 years later, at least. Because I mean, if you look at the world, I don't know much about the world and everything, but if you look at the world, it's a mess, bro. People are okay, not just violent. The things you see on social media nowadays, the crazy stuff. But I just think people are not ready for the future. People are not ready. The simplest example is AI. People are not ready for AI, bro. You know, we are not we're not ready. These businesses, open AI. These businesses are not doing it. Well, who am I to speak? What they are doing it for? To talk about what they are doing it for, but these big companies are only doing it for profit. That's why they're making everything so quickly. you know they just want to be the first company to invent something. So all this AI, all this making things faster, it's all for profit, man. Profit, profit. And for that reason, you know that's why I believe there's a chance we are only leading ourselves to our demise. you know because we're doing it for profit. It's all about money. It's all about money. you know so yeah, do I think AI is going to take over? Or I mean, I'm not sure, really. I'm not sure. Unless we can find a way you know, to prevent it from authorizing its actions on itself, doing everything by itself, not listening to humans, then, everything will be good, will be okay. But if we prioritize profit than safety, then mm, you know, goes without saying. But yeah, if these companies can focus more on safety, you know, rather than profit, I think everything can be, it's cool. Everything can be okay that way. But since things are upside down, uh, it's, we are focused on profit rather than safety, then I'm feeling a bit skeptical about this. We're gonna turn into kids. Let me see, the young ones. Well, I'm old. I'm old now, but I mean, but the young ones. The young ones, like say people who are 10 years older than 10 years younger than me, are gonna turn into the next John Connor, something, going to war. You know, fighting with robots, AI, war. But yeah, it would be an interesting future, man. Kind of future we see in the movies. But I'm highly doubtful, man. I'm highly doubtful. I mean, you know how people are, man. We just, man. We're not ready, bro. We're not ready for for evolution. We are not. We are really not. We are. In fact, I'd say we are only just starting. I know it's been what? Excuse me. I know it's been like 2,000 years or something. I mean, science says it's been what, billions of years. The Earth is billions of years old. I don't know about that, but humans. I'm talking about humans. Human intelligence. It's new, still new. So these things, this technology, the internet, AI, it's all new, man. These things are just what it's 2025. Let me see. It's new, man. It's not even been, I think, 100 years. You know, since the internet was born. This is all still new, man. So we should just take our time, man, with these things. Because if we move so fast, if we continue moving this fast, you know, danger will arise. Danger will arise. But yeah, it's scary. The future is scary. I don't want to turn into the next John Connor. John Connor. I don't. But anyways, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yep. Talk to you tomorrow. Oops. Stomach. Talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.